Sorry for the pain and the trauma that you endure, king and queen. God was your protection. God was your protection. Sorry for the pain and the trauma that you endure, king and queen. God was your protection. God was your protection. God was your protection. God was your protection. You only reached out to God when times was hard, but not on everyday basics. That's why you got so sidetracked by the tunnel visual. It was so dark and cloudy, you couldn't see for yourself. But God is your protection. God is your protection. You shall seek and he shall help you. You shall seek and he shall help you. Sorry for the pain and the trauma that you endure, king and queen. God is your protection. God is your protection. Sorry for the pain and the trauma that you endure, king and queen. God is your protection. God is your protection. God is your protection. God is your protection. Sorry for the pain and the trauma you endure, king and queen. God is your protection. God is your protection. Sorry for the pain and the trauma you endure, king and queen. God is your protection. God is your protection. Sorry for the pain and the trauma you endure, king and queen. God is your protection. God is your protection. You shall seek him on a regular basis. He got your protection. He got your protection. Sorry for the pain and the trauma you endured, king and queen. God is your protection. God is your protection. God is your protection. He wants you to reach out to him on an everyday basis. Respectfully. He hears your cries. He hears your pain. He hears you. But you need to seek him on your time. Respectfully. You know, when it comes to healing, it would never be an overnight process. You know, wearing a mask to be in denial at the end of the day to psych yourself out of your thought process to allow you to believe that you're okay. That this is your norm. Because this is your norm. It's not healthy. And God knows that. He's waiting for you to reach out to him. Respectfully. He's not rushing you. He never rushed you. He's waiting for you though. On your time. Because when it comes to healing, it would never be an overnight process. But when it starts with you, self-awareness is very important. What you endured as trauma, regardless of it was childhood trauma, regardless of it was trauma as an adult, your life matters. And what you endured, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. But once you see God in a healthy way and reach out to him and talk to him one-on-one, he hears you. He's going to listen to you. And reach out to him on a frequently basis. Not just because moments or when you're just going through something in the spirit of the moment. Reach out to him on a day-to-day basis. He hears you. Trust me, he hears you. This is not for all. And it's not a crime to have freedom of speech. It's not a crime to have freedom of speech. It's not a crime to have freedom of speech. It's not a crime to have freedom of speech. Because you endured trauma at a young age or you endured trauma as an adult, especially when it wasn't in your control at the end of the day. You say, who do I trust? Who can I confide in? When everybody overlooked me or people gave up on me, nobody decided to have the time and day to sit down with me and get to know me for me. They just judged me without knowing me. So why should I be transparent with someone? Then confiding in all the wrong people at the end of the day, all for them to do just to laugh in my face. That's unhealthy for me. It's unhealthy for them. Things could go left real quick, you know? Especially when you have a temper, you gotta fight everybody. You feel like the world is against you. You feel like you gotta defend yourself against the world. Self-awareness is very important. Self-awareness is very important. Self-awareness is very important. Self-awareness is very important. The healthy way. Being patient within your process of showing up for yourself is very important. Having self-control is very important. Having self-respect is very important. Having self-love is very important. Never allow someone to suck out your thought process because they have malicious intentions and they are hid in disguise. Never allow someone to suck out your freedom because they have malicious intentions and they are hid in disguise. Never allow someone to suck out your thought process because you genuinely love yourself in a healthy way because they have malicious intentions and they are hid in disguise. Never allow the enemy to suck out your thought process or hid in disguise or malicious intentions to allow you to believe it's not the norm to have self-awareness. It's not the norm to have self-respect. It's not the norm to respect your neighbor. It's not the norm to value yourself in a healthy way. Devil, devil, return back to sender. Devil, devil, go away. Devil, devil, return back to sender. Devil, devil, go away. Devil, devil, return back to sender. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. Loving yourself is not a crime. Having self-awareness is not a crime. Having self-respect is not a crime. Knowing your self-value is not a crime. Knowing your self-worth is not a crime. Respecting your neighbor is not a crime. Never allow the enemy to psych you out your thought process to allow you to believe it's the norm to go against your neighbor at the end of the day, or a person with malicious intentions, because it's not the norm, especially when you don't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. Respectfully, protect your energy. Not everybody's deserving of your time. Not everybody's deserving of your time, and it's not a crime. And it's not a crime to have freedom of speech with God's protection. Respectfully, it's not a crime to have freedom of speech with God's protection. Respectfully, when you start your healing process, it will never be an overnight process. But choosing your best self vision to show up is a blessing in disguise. Respectfully, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Respect yourself. It's okay to respect your neighbor, especially when you don't have malicious intentions to bring harm to yourself and others around you. Respect. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. God got you. God got you. God got you. God got you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. God got you. 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 And just because moments, God got you as well too. When you're ready, God is waiting for you. But it's never your timing. It's never your timing when you think it's your timing. Because when your timing is right, you know. Because you keep psyching your own self out of your thought process to say, you know what, I want to see God. But then you give up, thinking you're ready, and you're not mentally ready yet. But when you genuinely are ready, instead of putting one foot out one door and have one foot in the other door, seeking God, it would never make sense. Because when you seeking God, He's not going to half step with you when you put Him first. And I say that respectfully. So when you have that one foot in the door and the other foot on the other side of the door, between two doors, going back and forth, playing tug of war, God's going to allow you to know that's not going to make sense. And He's going to allow you to know, like, hey, I got to bypass you real quick. But when you get it together, trust and believe I'm here. I'm patiently waiting for you. But I need your whole full God's attention. I need your guidance. I need your attention. I need all your guidance right now. I need all your uninvited attention right now. Because when I'm dealing with you at the end of the day, it's one-on-one. So I need all your attention. Respectfully. God loves you. Yes, He does. God's protection. Your direction. It's your choice. When you choose Him, He'll choose you back. Respectfully. Protect